What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here, and we are back with our franchise mode as the Vancouver Canucks. We're sitting here at the trade deadline, started to slip down in this division. Still in playoff contention, but we do need to shake things up. Now, I was getting all your guys' comments. Didn't have a chance to respond to them, so I do apologize, but I'm going to respond to them right now. All right, so the first one I wanted to address was from Adam Perez. He's saying the team needs two things: a first-line forward, and a legit top-two defense. That's definitely true. The problem with the top-two defense is it's kind of hard to come by right now. I would say the scorer is the bigger issue. We're not scoring enough. We're doing okay defensively. Yeah, we do need that guy. I'm not going to lie. Because once we get him, everything falls into place. Goodbranson moves down, Stetcher moves down, and we have someone playing there with Hutton. Everything's perfect. You know, Larson becomes depth again, and that defensive core is just perfect. But for right now, the biggest issue is trying to find that what am I trying to say? the first line guy. So I think that's what we're gonna be after first of all. And all right, there's a couple more here. Okay, and next, Ryan Donovan saying Hischier is a two-way forward. Don't expect him to get a lot of points. All right, now the thing is, I drafted this guy as an elite. I need to have him get points. The thing about two-way forwards is they're like defensive forwards, but at the same time, you can have really good production two-way forwards, and I've had those. I've had a lot of them, and that's kind of what I was hoping for. Like, I don't think I have anyone in this playthrough like who's like, okay, well, if you look at this guy, Elvenes, look at his passing, 84, offense awareness, 81. He's an 82 overall, only 3 overall better than Hischier, whose passing and offense awareness is way lower. Now, for him to get the passing and offense awareness to be like that, he would be at a higher overall. Hischier, basically. So, that sounds weird. I'm trying to explain this as best I can, but if his passing went up, 8 overall? No, even more. Yeah, if his passing went up 9 overall and his offensive awareness went up, what was that, like another 9 overall. It's 9 overall for each of these. That would put him beyond an 82. So the pace that his offensive stats are growing is not on par with what this other two-way forward is. So the player type does not doom them into a certain role, just like how their position, or how am I trying to say this? So like if you look at Logan Brown, his offensive stats are trash, but I've had power forwards with way better offensive stats. Like, so Logan Brown is an 84. Look at his passing offensive awareness. We got Virtanen, 84. His are slightly better. They're still not great, but his passing's better. So he produces slightly better. Not great still, but better. So that's the thing. Like look at Lind. He's worse than Hischier, but his passing is 81 and his offense awareness is 78. Now it's a bit of morale, but that's my point. Like, Hischier's not growing like a guy who's going to get to a lot of offense. So I'm thinking, since I drafted him as an elite, he's also 22, still at 79. He's starting to look like a bit of a bust. I might want to trade him while his value's there anyway. But I needed someone who was slightly offensive, and it's not looking like he's that guy. So that's kind of my reasoning behind that. And Lind, probably not either, unfortunately. We're not probably not gonna get him too good in this playthrough unless I just bump him up here instead of Boucher. And I might do that, to be honest, because I want to give him one more shot. So I'm gonna do that just out of nowhere. So give him some scoring time. All right. Anyway, so I wanted to kind of talk about that, because two-way forwards, the player type is not always indicative of how they will produce. It's their individual stats that will dictate that. So with his low offensive awareness and low passing, it's understandable that he's not getting a lot of assists. He's getting a few goals because he has a hard shot, but he's kind of almost producing like Virtanen is, because he doesn't have enough offensive awareness and passing to like rack up some other points, but he has a decent shot, so he will score some goals. And that's kind of not what I want, especially from a center if I'm looking for a top 6 guy. Same thing with Rasmussen. With his offensive stats, it's probably going to be the same story. Now, he's not as bad because he's a red elite. He does produce relatively well, though. So, I mean, maybe he's a guy that kind of produces regardless of those stats, or he could be getting carried by these two guys. It's more difficult to tell. If those offensive stats will grow a bit as he grows, then it won't be horrible. But I don't know. Not too sure yet. And I think that was the only comments. Let me double check. Okay, yeah, that was basically the couple things that I wanted to address at the beginning there. So I do appreciate all you guys' comments, and I hope I kind of answer them as best as I could. I try to keep it like as short, and I don't want to sound like a dick. So if I sound like one, I do apologize. I'm just trying to like relay information that I've gathered over like way too long playing freaking franchise mode. So anyway, so the trade, you guys were saying most of you guys were on board with it. So Virtanen and Brown seem like the ideal trade to make. And we could actually package in Hischier and something else for perhaps the top 2 guy right now, although that might be tough to do on a single trade deadline. If I could find something like that, I will, but it might be a bit tougher. So first off, let's look at the Capitals and let's see what we need to make that go through. And I know I could probably get away with giving him a couple seconds, but I'll probably throw in a first because it's Ovechkin after all. I don't think he would go anywhere without at least getting some prospects and a first in a realistic standpoint. Now, I could go after Shattenkirk or Carlson, but the value is off the freaking charts, and this guy's even listed as a top 4. So he's good enough for the top 2, don't get me wrong. Produces relatively well. Great defensive stats. Shattenkirk, kind of the same story. They're both kind of the same player. Just comparing defensive stats. Yeah. They're pretty much the same player right here. Discipline-wise, both, okay, Shattenkirk's got slightly better discipline, but he also has more value, and he's a little bit older. So, I mean, we could grab Carlson and, like, but I think we're going to need a trade. I don't know. That's a lot of value. So, all right, let's just try to get Ovechkin here. All right, so throw him in there. We'll see if we can possibly get a top 2 guy from him, but that's going to be tough. So, anyway, if you also look at, yeah, his value's starting to drop as well. So, yeah, definitely getting down there. Anyway, we can throw in Brown, or we can throw in Hischier and Virtanen. Someone's saying that instead and hold on to Brown. Thing about Brown is I kind of have someone with his defensive stats already in Videmo and better at offense. So I'm going to throw them both in. I think that could work. All right, so we'll throw in Logan Brown and Virtanen. Already, that's decent value. They would have, they'd have too many skaters, so we'd have to take someone back, which wouldn't be horrible. Is there someone like we could use for depth at all, or not really? Anyone whatsoever? Not looking like it. I mean, yeah, no. I'll just have to take someone back. Okay, hold on. Some of these guys that they want to give up. This red bottom 6 guy, 1 year left. Okay, red bottom 6 guy. Throw him in there. Just someone that they want to give up because that'll help the trade go through. So, Brown, Virtanen for that. And we could throw in, probably get away. We could honestly probably get away with just that second. But hold on. Let me see here. Do they want any of these? Oh, they just want that third. Well, if we throw in the first, that should get it, but they don't want to give up Ovi, so they might not do that. Now I wonder, could we be able to get that top 2 guy in a single trade? If we throw in that first and then throw in Hischier, could we get one of those guys? It's a gamble, but it could pay off very heavily. So let's throw in Hischier as well. Even though currently he is kind of doing well on the AHL, yeah, we'd have to take back another player, which will be Shattenkirk or Carlson. Most likely Carlson. He's got slightly less value. It's still a shit ton of value. How many years left? 3 years left. Ooh. The other option we could do is go for Niskanen, which is like a temporary guy for that top. Thing is, we would still need someone for that top pairing. I don't know. We could go for the double rental, or we can go for someone a bit more permanent. Either way, though, it's like, I don't know. It would make sense to do this all in one trade, though. All right, so Carlson, that's 3 years left. But that's actually a really good price for a 90 overall. And we are, all right, if I did that, maybe And if Eriksson doesn't retire, then that would put us in a bit of a predicament. Okay, hold on. If I add in Karlsson here, yeah, that's too much value, unfortunately. And, man. Damn, I was thinking if I could throw in Brown, that would, or Eriksson, that would push it across. But that's definitely not going to be the case. He doesn't have enough value on him. Definitely not enough value whatsoever. I don't think, they did want him though. Hold on, where's he at? I thought they did at least. Maybe not. What the hell? I thought they wanted him. Was that someone else who wanted him? What the? Oh, I'm freaking looking at defenseman. No wonder. Oh, I'm an idiot. All right. Let's just go by values because he's at the bottom. Yeah, they do want him, but it's not enough value to push that across. The only way I'd be able to get rid of Eriksson in this deal would be to go for the guy. Okay, I could get him to retain salary, and I'd throw in something else, like another pick. So if I get him to retain salary, which they might not want to do, but at the same time, if it's 3 years left on that deal, I want this guy for as cheap as freaking possible, which would be incredible. We could save a ton of money like that, and we're getting Ovechkin off them. They can retain some of this. All right, so we'd only be paying Karlsson like 3-something mil. Now that's a lot of value. We probably have to throw in another first because of that, but we'll start with some seconds here. Maybe not this year's second, but next year's second. So this could be a huge trade for us. We could kill 2 birds with 1 stone with that. All right, and that will also work as Liljegren gets better because even if he is ready basically for a top line for some reason in that time. Okay, well, yeah, it might have to be another first, but we'll try this first. Logan Brown for Tannen, 2 firsts, Hischier for Ovechkin and Karlsson. Basically, that's a lot to give up, but it makes sense. Like. 2 guys that's 1 guy's gonna be replaced, 2 guys gonna be replaced. Hischier sort of looking like he's busting, and we can 2 firsts and a second. Sorry, I was saying 2 firsts, but we might have to do 2 firsts. All right, so let's see if this will work. Not quite. It doesn't meet the block needs, and the value just isn't there. It might have to be 2 firsts, and that would make sense both realism-wise and value-wise. So we throw in the second first. Yeah, that's looking better. We'll kind of hurt ourselves for drafting, but we do have some young talent. Okay. Thing about this is he's sort of temporary, basically. You only get a few years out of him. Is that worth it? So I kind of think it is, and that defense definitely needs bolstering. And we will have other assets and stuff that we could give up for. We do have Liljegren, who might not become that top guy, but always remember, Yul Levy can kind of be that guy at an 88 overall. He's not a legit top 2, but he could kind of be that if we need him to. And this buys us time as well. I know we have to give up 2 firsts. It seems like a lot. But in reality, the way we are, those firsts probably aren't going to turn into a top 2 defenseman anyway. And even if we package them 2 into a prospect, it's weight, and they might not turn out. You know, people bust. It happens. It happens to me a lot seemingly recently, at least on my on-camera ones. But anyway, we'll try this. If that doesn't go through, we're kind of out of luck, and we look like we're kind of out of luck. Doesn't meet the block needs, and the value just isn't there. So we might just have to go for Ovechkin and kind of skip on this because I don't really see what else I could do. There's no one really I want to give up that they want, and 2 firsts is a lot. Yeah, it's all right. So we'll have to probably remove Karlsson, unfortunately, but so we move those 2 as well, and we'll just do a first, Logan Brown for Tannen for Ovechkin, basically, and we'll try to make this go through. So let's see. There we go. All right. So yeah, I might have been able to get away with a couple seconds, but I feel like for the realism aspect, I don't think he would go anywhere without them getting like some firsts or something like that. So, all right. Trade made. Ovechkin is on our team now. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the top 2 D guy, but if Ovechkin doesn't retire, we can still bring him back next year as well, which is what I'm actually kind of counting on. All right, so in here we can throw in Vademo because he's a lefty. He's got good defensive stats. Let's throw him in there. Or we can throw in Eriksson. Nah. He can always come in the playoffs for injury anyway. Well, yeah, this guy can just chill up here. I don't really care. All right, yeah. See, he's got very similar defensive stats, and he can produce slightly better. He's not as physical, but that's all right. So we throw in Vademo in here. He might be on the special teams. So all right, I'll figure that out. And then Ovechkin. He's a left winger, but he's a righty, so that's why it works here. We'll do substitute in all lines for him because it should. Let me see the special teams. Oh, Virtanen wasn't on the special teams, really? All right, so obviously he's going to go in the first pairing, probably with Berchi. Yeah, Besser. Yeah, he's going to go with these two guys down here. Sutter can move to the point. Yeah, and then Brassard is a righty over there, so lefty over there. Oh, wait. Actually, I would rather do that, to be honest, because one-time side, there we go. And then Ovechkin can go over here on his little point that he loves so much. There we go. Set him up on that 1T in the high circle, and then that should be good right there for the power play. 4-man, I'll probably put him in there. Horvat. Yeah. Horvat and Ovi. Although they have really good chemistry together. Maybe I'll put him on the second one. No, actually not really. So he's actually good with Brassard, so that works. Him and Brassard, then Horvat and Ovechkin for the 4-man. Here we go. All right, so huge trade right there. That's pretty insane. The defense, yeah, it's still not super strong, but it is okay right now still. It's all right. I do agree. That's definitely the other thing that we need. It's a glaring hole, but Demko is good enough to kind of hold things off for the most part. But yes, I know. It's just I don't think we can make that. I'll actually, you know what? I'll look around. I'll look around to see if there's anyone else that will fit that. I don't want to just, yeah. If we're gonna make, if we're gonna make some runs, if there's someone that's affordable and makes a bit of sense. So actually, let's just start here and go around looking at defensemen. It looked like those two were the best option on Washington, but we just didn't. The value wasn't there, and the assets weren't quite there. Holy crap! Larson's incredible. Yeah, but we can't afford either of these guys. Unfortunate. Fowler would be amazing, but yeah, it's Anaheim's still an amazing team, so doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I don't think these guys have anything besides OEL, but they wouldn't want to give him up. And oh man, he's really good. Too much value. We could go for Chikrin, but at 22.84, I don't think he's actually going to hit that super elite mark. So yeah, the value is kind of indicative of that as well. So not for him, unfortunately. All right, and that's it. So the best option would have been to try to go for what's the name? I mean, we could try that in a separate trade. Yeah, to be honest, we could try it in a separate trade to try to find the value. So okay, we'll try this one more time. All right, I apologize if this is taking a while. I might edit out some of that searching, but yeah, we'll see how things go. If we could make him retain the salary, would be incredible. All right, now we'd still have to give him another first, which wouldn't be too bad. We wouldn't really need too many pieces for a while after this, and by the time we're drafting again, they'll be ready in time to start shuffling in. Let me see here. Okay, so it's gonna be Hischier. Where's he at? Actually, I should go by values then. Yeah, I mean, let's just go by values. There he is. There's Hischier. All right, and then throw in a pick as well. And I'd have to give it even more. So it'd have to be a couple picks. If we can get away with it, we'll get away with it. The third round in this year is actually. Oh, they don't want it anymore? Okay. Well, let's throw in the first from the next year. Yeah, that's clearly not enough, and nothing on the block either. So what else? Like, what else? Is there any skaters matching block? How about goalies matching block? We have a few goalies that I think we can afford to give up. All these other skaters, I kind of like them. Goalies matching block here. Hold on. Oh, they don't want any goalies. Damn. Skaters matching block, and I kind of need all these guys. I could give up Harkins, to be honest. It hurts our AHL team, but these guys are all kind of like a dime a dozen, to be honest. And then if Videmo ever gets replaced, he could go back on the AHL team. Videmo right now is going to be playing on the NHL team, though, because he's got decent enough defensive stats to hold things together. Harkins. It does hurt our AHL team. And he is playing with Lind right now. We're kind of babying Lind up. Lind might not ever turn into anything. Okay, we can throw in. Could get rid of the Eriksson contract. Let's see. Although he would be great to have for depth, and that we have to take someone else back. Yeah, the value won't work like that. Okay. Yeah, it would have to be like extra picks, and we just hurt ourselves for drafting. Do I want to? Is a question. Like if I threw in a second from this coming year, the value's still not there. It'd have to be the first 2 seconds, and Hischier for Karlsson retaining the salary. I'll try it. And if it doesn't go through like this, then it's not going through, and I shouldn't bother, to be honest. So this is as much as I could give up. So we'll try this. Hischier, first 2 seconds for Karlsson with retained salary. Not quite. It's not very interesting. Doesn't meet the block needs. And it's, yeah. So we're going to have to hold off on that. We just don't have the value and the block needs at all to make that go through. We'd have to overextend like crazy. I'm not giving up like multiple firsts for that. So we're just going to have to keep going here. I do apologize, but I tried. All right, but our team's good. Our team's a lot better than it is. I mean, our defense is still decent, so it should be hold off relatively well. All right, now let me... All right, so we've been checking stats. Let me actually check the AHL out real quick. I'm not going to go to their stats page. I could just check a few guys from the edit lines page. So our offense looking good. Okay, AHL. Oh, come on. It's lagging here. Yeah, Shishko still... Yeah, still a minor scorer. This is a defenseman that I wanted to take a look. Yeah, Liljegren. Hopefully he gets another decent jump. He's still only 21, so I mean, if he gets another good jump, is AHL ready or NHL ready? He could still grow into an elite role. It's just highly unlikely. He's probably going to be like a top 4 guy, which isn't bad. But I mean, it still leaves us with needing that elite guy, which could become an issue. Cale Fleury playing above his role, which is good. But yeah. All right. We could have Roden babying that line, technically, if I wanted to throw in Harkins still. But I still don't think that'll go through. I still don't think that would go through, and it's a bit much now. Now I'm actually tempted because we do have Roden, and then Ronberg can always move up. Yeah, okay. Let me look at one more thing for that trade. One more thing. I'm telling you, man, those firsts aren't going to be worth a whole lot. Let me go to one more thing. Okay. We can actually, this could be good. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I know I'm going back and forth a lot, but this could be super solid if we could pick them up. All right, let's go back to Washington one more time here. One more time. Okay. All right, so Karlsson makes more sense. Yeah, it just makes more sense straight up. All right. Make him retain the salary. I might not be able to make him retain the salary, but for 3 years, I kind of want him to. I want to save as much money as possible. All right, so... Although we might not need to. To be honest, because if Eriksson retires, but he might not retire, you know, the same thing. I don't know. I'm going to try to... If I can get him to retain the salary, that's awesome. Okay, so... Let's try again. So Hischier's in there. Harkins. Hischier, Harkins, and a first. Now, it's at least one guy in there that they want now. So they might start saying, hey, this matches our block needs, kinda. Let's see where that value is. Still not quite there. Oh, they'd have too many players too. I'd have to take someone back. Unfortunate. Whatever. We could find someone. There's a couple more in there. So I'd have to throw in a second and 21. Let's throw in a second as well. Okay. Oh, man, we'd still have to take someone back, and I still don't think that's even close to enough. We'd have to throw in, like, multiple seconds by the looks of it. Oh, man. Okay, well, if there's someone they want to give up, it might help our cause a bit. All right. I still don't think we got good luck on this. 2 years left. Oh, man. Oh, man, all these guys have, like, 2 years left. But if they're on 2-year deals, it doesn't matter a whole lot. It's the roster slots that I'm kind of worried about, but whatever. We'll just throw them in there. Okay. All right, so first and a second, Harkins, Hischier, and that. I don't think that works. Doesn't match. Okay, value isn't up to snuff. So if I start decreasing this, probably won't do much, but I'll try. I'll decrease it down to like retaining 2 mil. So we'll do that, and then yeah, okay. Let me just remove all the salary to make sure that's not the issue, or the main issue at least. Remember, we could always flip Karlsson if we need to. It won't be the end of the world. So we remove all the salary. We're giving him these guys for him. Yeah, I'd have to give up too much. Too many picks, man. You could argue that it is worth it. But a first and a second and a third probably still might not get it. Like, if I did that, it still might not be enough. If I threw in a third, it would probably not be enough. And at this point, it's almost like I feel like I'm overextending. It sort of is worth it, but at the same time, how worth it? He's going to have to be replaced pretty soon anyway. So that's as much as I'll try to do for Carlson and nothing else. Yep, no, that's definitely not happening. It's just the block. All right, so I tried one more thing there with Harkins. It's just not working. We're just going to have to continue here, so I apologize. But I wanted to be sure that I couldn't kind of take him. But yeah, even with all those picks in there, it's not going to work. So screw that. Let's just keep it moving here. And let's see how Ovi helps out our team. I should actually check his stats. Yeah, I want to check his stats to see what he produces with with us instead, because I always forget to do that. Then I always have to ask you guys, and one of you guys is awesome and goes back and does math for me because I'm bad at this. So here we go. All right, Ovi, come on. There you are. All right, 41 goals, 21 assists. Okay, that's easy enough. Plus 8. Okay, 41, 21, plus 8. All right, that should work. Okay. Now we can sim to the end of the season. I'm hoping that we do amazing. I don't think we should do bad by any means, but so here we go. Why is this being slow all of a sudden? It didn't feel like it was being this slow. All right, whatever. Let's go to the end of the season now. All right, come on now, Vancouver. Let's turn on the heat. Yeah, trade deadline. Get out of here. We made our trades. All right, we gotta beat Arizona for sure. Oh my God. We can shut out 5-0 with this new squad. Come on now, Vancouver. Get back on the winning side of things. Oh man, we lose in the shootout, so we get a point at least. But oh man. Washington. Oh my. What the hell? We get a guy who's supposed to score. We can't score all of a sudden. All right, please start turning this around, Vancouver. This is not good. There we go. Okay. That was a bit scary right there. Win. We need a win. Straight up. We just need a win right now. Let's go, Vancouver. Oh my God, we get a point at least, but oh my God, what the hell? This should help our team. Oh my goodness, really? Really, we can't score with Ovechkin now. That's oh my God, we've lost more games than we won. This is not good. Vancouver, you are getting bad at the worst possible time. Oh goodness, this is not good. Not looking good right now. They just need to turn it on by themselves. I can't really do anything else. I gave you guys freaking Ovechkin. If you guys can't win with Ovechkin, what the hell? Oh my God. Seriously, what the hell is this? We're 35, 30, and 8. I am without words right now. I'm legitimately without words right now. How do you do that? How the hell are you that bad after getting that kind of player? Holy crap. We might have just fallen out of playoff contention, to be honest. We need to win all these freaking divisional games right here. All right, come on, guys. Let's go. That was scary. Oh, my goodness. This is scary as fuck right now. Holy crap. What the hell, Vancouver? We win, but did we fall out of the playoffs here? I don't know. I didn't see a message pop up. Holy crap. What? Uh-oh. Okay, thank God. We didn't fall out of the playoffs, but that was terrible. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 game losing streak. Are you? No! Oh yeah, we split it by what the fuck, Vancouver? Awful. That's terrible. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. That's one of those things you just cannot explain. Our goal scoring seemed to have gotten worse though. What the hell? Well, hopefully the playoffs will be a different story, but I don't know. That's perplexing to say the least. Like how do you even explain that? That was bad. That was just plain bad. We scraped in by the skin of our freaking teeth, but at least we're here. Goals. Oh, our goals against shot the hell up, man. Yeah, our defense, man. I'm going to blame, I don't know. Who can I even blame for that? I tried to improve it. I couldn't do anything. Oh, man, our special teams is terrible. Just everything. How are we? Oh, because we started to win at the end, yeah. Wow. How? I don't even... I honestly don't know how... I mean, how close was that? We got the wild card spot. How close was it, though? All right, not that close, luckily, but still. What the heck? Terrible end to the season for Vancouver. We got down and we just could not get back up. And I'm worried about our defense now even more because while it was okay in years past, it's terrible right now. And Demko's not playing good either, so we seem screwed right now. So I'm not too sure how these playoffs are going to go. So what was he at? 41 and 21. He got a lot of goals here and a couple assists. All right. And he went up in plus minus. So that's good. He played well here. I just don't know what the hell happened, to be honest, with everyone else. Not too sure. Berchi, 71 points. Horvat, 65. Brassard, little. Oh, man. Yeah, the second line started to do shitty, it seems like. They slowed the hell down. Wow. Interesting. Besser needs. Yeah, I don't know. I need 50 points out of you, Besser. Sorry. That's just what you need on the second line. All right. Yeah. Very odd end to the season there. Very odd. Oh, yeah, Larson. I want to see how Demko did. I'm thinking he started to do terrible. Oh, man. Yeah, that's god-awful, Thatcher Demko. That's horrible. That's horrible. I'm putting a lot of that on him. Like, I know you can't put everything on him, but I'm going to put a lot of it on him. He's doing fine. And with the same defense, our defensive core never shifted this entire time. Even last year he did okay. This was an off year for Thatcher Demko to be for sure. So he needs to turn that around. I know I need him to get him a better defensive core, but it's not a terrible defensive core. I've seen 83 overall goaltenders do amazing with worse defensive cores last year. Anyway, so yeah. Not the way we wanted to end the season, but at least we made the playoffs. I guess that's a silver lining. Anyway, point leader. It's Patrick Kane by the looks of it with 96. Taves, 92. Crosby, 92. Sagan. All right, so the old guard steps back up and leads the league in point scoring. Not bad. All right, goal scoring. I think it's Kane and... Ovechkin. I thought he had 52. Yeah, Ovechkin. He's going to win that. Most assists. What the hell? Most assists. There we go. Erik Karlsson. Holy crap. I'm looking at... What the hell? Two defensemen are leading in assists. Really? That's funny. All right. Where's Berchi? Yeah, Berchi's close up there, sort of. All right. Let's look at defensemen now. Sorry, man. That end of the season has me a bit flustered. Karlsson probably win it. Actually, well, it'll be between him and Doughty for the most part. So we'll see that. Goalie-wise, our guy's nowhere close at all. God damn. Sorry. I'm that end of the season though. That was yuck is all I can say. Lehner looking really good right there. 2.25, 0.926. Gibson slightly better. So he looks like the best candidate right now. Yeah, looking like Gibson. Yeah, definitely looking like Gibson should be the guy. Yeah, looks like Gibson will most likely be that Vezina winner. It's a close battle, though. Lehner did pretty good. He's got some extra games played. Only 3, so I don't know. You probably still give it to Gibson. All right, let's see how the rookies did. I don't think we had any rookies on our team this year. At least on our main squad. Could be wrong. But sort by points. Okay. Ooh, that Mackinnon guy did really well. I picked him up in another one of mine. All right, Spencer Watson. Interesting. That's his rookie year at 24. All right, good job. Bastian. All right, did pretty good. And I think that was it. Yeah, we didn't have any. What the hell? All right. Pretty good. Yeah, we didn't have any rookies. How about any young goalies standing out here? Most likely not. I didn't... Oh, I mean, I could recognize a name from the main screen. Vejmelka. Looks like he did okay. Let's start by games played here. Jesus. Oh crap, Fazio. What the 70? Who the fuck? What the hell are the Rangers doing? They're screwed apparently. Stuart Skinner, none of them did really good. All these goalies pretty much crapped the bed, to be honest. Ian Scott did okay, but look at him. He's a 70. What the hell is he getting so many games for? Pumanovs was probably the best rookie goaltender playing in that backup role. Yeah, he locked it down. I don't know what the hell everyone else is doing though. Yeah, Pumanovs is probably the best. What the hell? Oh, that was our guy. Oh my god, I was so busy like thinking like I was laughing at the fact that like low guys were playing in there. Yeah, that was our guy. Screw you, give him the Calder. He probably won't though. Anyway, that was very weird. Okay, so here we are going to the playoffs. Got to face Minnesota in the first round. Not the greatest end of the season, but hopefully we can come alive in the playoffs, and hopefully Ovi does good on the playoffs on Vancouver. Fingers crossed. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one.